Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're going to be returning to one of the first decks that I was playing in Modern with quite a few changes since the old days. Here we are. Oh, let's make sure we can see the whole sideboard here. Now, this deck is called 8 Rack, but in this case that's a bit of a misnomer. We're actually only running 4 copies of the Rack. The other 4 are the 4 copies of Urza's Saga, which can search up the Rack. Previously, the deck had run 4 copies of Shrieking Affliction, but we're cutting those out in favor of playing this the sweet Rakdos list that Spiderspace had spent some time designing. So let's just quickly go over what we got here. Besides the lands, we got 4 Mishra's Bauble, which work very well with Lurrus, and also help us find Delirium for Unholy Heat. We've also got Necrogen Spellbomb, which we can search up with Urza's Saga, and also works very well with Lurrus because it's one of the few ways to be able to make an opponent discard on their draw step. We also have Kolaghan's Command, which can do that, but Necrogen Spellbomb we can rebuy turn and turn again and take away the opponent's draw step. We're also running Nihil Spellbomb as a way to combat the graveyard, Shadowspear, which works very well with constructs, Springleaf Drum if we need a little bit more mana, of course the namesake card, the Rack. Then we've got our suite of 1 mana discard spells, Inquisition of Kozilek and Thoughtseize. And then we have our basic removal, 4 Lightning Bolts and 2 Unholy Heats. Lightning Bolt can double as a bit of reach if we're just, missing those last couple points. And then we've got Tourach, Dread Cantor. So this is one of the new additions, and this wasn't in the original list that I was copying, but it feels like it really fits in this deck, and yeah, I wanted to be able to try it. I think that it's probably better than Whispers of Emrakul. Personally, I think the reason why Hymn to Tourach is so good is because you can play it on turn 2, but you're not going to be able to get Delirium on turn 2 to be able to Whispers of Emrakul and make the opponent discard 2 cards at random. So I'd rather just play the creature here. Speaking of creatures, we've got Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. This looks like a natural fit for the deck. And then we've also got Terminate to be able to deal with any other problem creatures. I already mentioned Kolaghan's Command, another great answer to what ails you. As far as the sideboard goes, Chalice of the Void, great on 0 to be able to counter any cascades. Engineered Explosives can potentially get rid of a large slew of creatures that are a problem, or maybe a bunch of artifacts or what have you. Engineered Explosives, great modern card, especially with Lurrus. Also playing Break the Ice is kind of like a way to deal with Tron besides the Alpine Moon. Although this would be the first card I would look at to trade off with something else. We've also got Torpor Orb. A little bit of a non-bow with our creatures, so we'll just have to watch the tension on that. And then finally, we've got the last set here. We've got Shattering Spree, Alpine Moon, Pyrite Spellbomb, and I just realized got the wrong art on Pithing Needle here. That's unfortunate. Do I really want to drop the league to get the right art on that Pithing Needle? Yeah, I do. Oh, this hand is not great. We get to Inquisition, turn 2 Saga, but like, our hand is so land heavy. Land heavy with Urza Saga is not the worst thing. So we'll start with the Blood Crypt so that we can Inquisition and hold up Lightning Bolt when we play the Urza Saga. They're staying at 7. I was really kind of hoping they would, mulligan. Woof. This looks bad. Renin 6? Wow. Hope we get a discard spell on top. Hey there, Connor man. Yeah, someone said 8 rack. And I was like, what? I want to play 8 rack. I just couldn't help myself. You too? Oh, that's awesome. Love some 8 rack. Oh, thanks a lot for coming by, Connor, man. If any of you are interested, Connor Man's another streamer here on Twitch. Play some Hammer Time. Bunch of other stuff. Stupid Renin 6. Totally ruining my plan. So let's see here. Renin 6. Kind of leaning towards Mishra's Bauble to draw a card. Could also take Nihil Spellbomb, which would draw me a card and get rid of, like the uptick on Renin 6 wouldn't be quite as bad. They're probably going to throw down a Snapcaster Mage. I could get, actually the Springleaf Drum, which would let me hold up Lightning Bolt or Terminate. I like that. Alright, so I guess we'll bolt the Shark. Could just bolt the Renin 6. I mean, it's half a 6 of one, half dozen of the other, right? Hey, Titan Rising! No, you're right on time. Thanks a lot for coming by. I might as well put the rack down. It's not like it's going to do any damage by itself, but it does increase the size of our constructs. Ah, nice. Kroxa. We're just missing... actually, we got the red mana with Springleaf Drum. So we're missing a card in the graveyard. Smack, that's half your life total. They're probably going to Memory Deluge here. Ooh, okay. I like this. I just realized we can put Luris in hand. And play Kroxa. What the? Hullbreaker Horror. I'm gonna take a look at that when I'm not holding up my clock. Alright. Flash. Spell can't be countered. Whenever you cast a spell, return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Scary. Another rack. So I'm thinking attack with the Constructs, and if they don't die, play Luris and then play Kroxa. Which means we can't really play the rack. Shark Typhoon for 1. So if we terminate that, maybe they just die. I guess they could play the Snapcaster Mage, and then they're not dead. And we don't get to play Luris. Counterspell, I see. Memory Deluge, Shark Typhoon. They got a lot of stuff that is pretty good against us, I will say. And with a Thoughtseize. Got 2 lethal threats. We know they have Snapcaster. Ice Fang. Resolves. Snapcaster. That's 2 blockers. Gets Counterspell. I'm going to terminate the Coatl with the target of Counterspell on the stack. Get one of their blockers off the table, and that's a scoop. Urza's Saga wins the game. So I don't think our sideboard is going to give us much help here. We got Torpor Orb for Snapcaster Mage. Thanks, Blind. The problem with Torpor Orb is, you know, it kind of cuts off Tourach and Kroxa a little bit. So we'll put this in the maybe column. But otherwise, like, I don't see much value in any of my other cards here. Oh, that's true. That's true. And they might have some sort of, like, elemental incarnation. Good point, Connor, man. That's a combo. Not a non-bow. So maybe I just take out 2 Tourach for the Torpor Orbs. How do we actually feel about taking out Terminate? Unholy Heat can hit any potential planeswalkers they put down. And, you know, it kills their sharks. Oh, that's right. The horror. Hullbreaker horror. Got a couple seconds here. It's a 7/8. Wow. Okay. This hand is okay. Not great, but okay. They decided to keep 7 cards. Makes sense. One of the things that people talk about with concerns to 8-rack is the play versus the draw. I'm of the opinion that it's a trap to take the draw when you're playing 8-rack, but some players swear by it. I think we're going to do the fork. I have the option to play like Urborg or fetch land. So let's see what's on top and if I want to draw it. Blackcleave Cliffs. Alright, I think I have enough lands. I don't really want to draw Blackcleave Cliffs. So we'll fetch. We've got Urborg, so I think I'll fetch a basic mountain. And then just play Necrogen Spellbomb. The problem with that is that I want to play Urza Saga turn 2, so then I won't have black mana. If I go get mountain, I think I'll just go get the Blood Crypt. Ah, nice. Another Mishra's Bauble. Inquisition of Kozilek. Alright, so we're going to play Urza Saga, Inquisition, probably the Rack. Oh, hey there, friend. No, I'm not playing Yawgmoth today. I do that on Fridays, and generally every second Friday. But there is a whole lot of Yawgmoth contents on the YouTubes, as you're probably aware. Hey, Kari. Yeah, someone said 8-rack the other day, and I said, I want to play that. Oh, Nature's Claim, my Urza's Saga. Jerk. Oh, I don't even get to tap it for mana. Wow. That's, quite the thing. Should have played the Inquisition first. Yawgmoth deck is the best deck. I mean, it's the deck that I'm best with. Another Nature's Claim, Dress Down, and Alpine Moon. Wow, they are really hating on Urza's Saga. I think I take... Oh, it's difficult. I think I take the Dress Down because it's a cantrip. But then they could Nature's Claim the Rack. Maybe I take the Nature's Claim so that they can't claim the rest of my artifacts. Difficult choice here. Then again, I have Luris to buy back the rack if they do that. I'm going to take the Dress Down so they can't cantrip. No, probably not. Okay, so they're drawing Polluted Delta. Nothing else for me to do. Pass back. Oh, that's excellent. Glad to hear that you've been enjoying the content and you've been playing some of the decks that you've seen. That's awesome. Yeah, I released a video about Jund in Pauper yesterday, and it was actually my most viewed video on YouTube, just as far as like period of time goes for like the first 24 hours. Did really well. Yeah, Cleansing Wildfire Jund, exactly. Oh, that's a lot of lands, deck. Titan Rising. Cheers. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Another land. You're buying Wildfire Jund? Excellent. I think you'll be very pleased with it. Drawing Shark Typhoon. Times like this, I wish I had Raven's Crime. Oh wow, got the Luris. Okay, they got the bolt for it. Let's check the top of my deck. Ooh, gonna have to watch my clock here. I get to, yeah, I want to keep that. I could potentially put Luris back in my hand. Let's keep it. Okay, that gets rid of the rack. They only have 2 cards left in hand, though. Two, three, 1, 2. Let's see here. Target player discards a card and return a creature. Oh hey, general rules for redemption. I try and set them up so they can't really be abused, so don't worry about that. Like I've got a 10-minute timer or whatever on that kind of thing. Just, you know, use your points as you desire, I guess. Just try and have something fun for you to be able to work towards. Yeah, that was really bad choice on making them discard the Alpine Moon. Alright, Inquisition. What do you got in hand? Wow, Dress Down. I can play Luris, but I get nothing for it? Wow. Okay. And they drew Lightning Bolt for turn. It's alright. It's fine. They're empty-handed, we're empty-handed. Oh, we got an Urborg. We're not quite empty-handed. I think their top decks are pretty good, though. We're going to need something pretty decent off the top here. How about a Tourach? Mishra's Bauble. Oh my god, they're drawing Time Warp? Okay. Where are my Kroxas? Gone almost halfway through the deck, haven't seen a single one. Let's do the Time Warp again. Maybe I should have held that for when I actually had a spell. Oh man, this is brutal. Alright, at least we got something out of it. Copycat versus 8-Rack? That would be an interesting matchup. Oh, the Ren and 6 gets to draw them an extra card every single turn. We had a chance to take this game, and we just drew lands. Flooded. It happens sometimes. I mean, we went through a ton of our deck here. Just been hitting the wrong cards. Missed on Urza's Sagas, missed on Kroxas, missed on Tourachs. Hey, I was thinking about playing a Pauper League after this one because I didn't really like how the last Pauper League went, and I'd like a chance to make a new Pauper video for tomorrow, so we'll see what happens, how long this league goes. I let this one get away. I want to concede this one because I have 9 minutes left on my clock. Are going to play Azurius Familiars again? Not for a while. I'm going to have to, if I want to do that, I'm going to have to spend some time practicing with it. Because, yeah. It was definitely not a league that I want to put up on YouTube. You're not the only person that thinks that, but yeah, it's variance. I don't worry about it too much. What's the current state of affinity in Pauper? Still going. It is still a deck, my friends. Nice. Get to take their Ren and 6. That's huge! All right. Turn 4 is going to be a big Tourach. Oh no. Did they just draw Counterspell? What's the name? Archmage Charm? Looks like they just drew Archmage Charm. They got Archmage Charm on top. Oh, well, maybe we'll bring back Kroxa into Tourach. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Try and bait them somehow. Nice draw. Yeah, that's a good point. I like this Thoughtseize here, though. Potentially take something away from them and then play Tourach. See how it goes. Oh my god, are they countering this? Okay, they're just drawing 2 cards. This is still pretty good for us. Hey, it's me, your friend, Tourach. They Nature's Claim the Springleaf Drum. That's a good idea. Alright, that's it for me. Probably bring Kroxa back next turn. Don't remember what they have in their hand at this point. No Nature's Claims. I think they have 1 Snapcaster Mage. Okay. Pretty sure these are the 2 cards they have in hand, I'm pretty sure. Let's put the rack on them. Hey, Urza Saga. Smack. Okay, throw down a Shark Typhoon. We got a counter on Tourach. Discard Snapcaster Mage. I'm gonna hold the bolt. Could be good to just, you know, hit him in the face with it. Hey, Titan Rising! Thanks for the bits! Thanks for the support! Oh, it's a Jace. Oh, they're going to return Tourach to my hand. Okay. So they have no cards in hand. The rack does 3. So this should be death. Lightning Bolt the Shark. Then I can return Kroxa and hit him for 3 and the rack finishes them off. Alright, alright. This one looks good to me. Okay. I was hoping opponent would mulligan. Not that lucky. We'll keep. Oh no. Are we playing a mirror match? They're probably, what? Rakdos Rock? Probably take Kolaghan's command here, because that's a 2-for-1. So they do take the rack. We get a land on top. So we're not going to want to play that one. I think I'll probably play the Blood Crypt Inquisition here. You can tell her that I hate Tron as well. We can share that in common. Urza Saga, totally different thing. It's barely even in Urza land. Huh. Yeah, okay. I mean, we take the Ren and 6, obviously. I think they might be an 8-rack deck. Although the Ren and 6 makes me think maybe not. Alright, let's start with Inquisition. Get rid of that Liliana. Okay, no, they're Jund. They're Boomer Jund. Thank you, David. Yeah, it just took me a moment. Play Urza's Saga Pass. They have 3 cards in hand. These 3. Okay, they play Ghost Quarter. Crap. Kills my Urza Saga. What a jerk. Think, we probably... Did they not play a land? I think they didn't play a... No, they played Ghost Quarter. Keep up, Cooper. Well, I've seen some Pauper Tron still doing things. The deck still exists. I got beat by it the other day. It's just a lot. It's difficult now. It's difficult to to be able to use it. Do we have no instants in the graveyard? Crap. It's going to take 2 to kill Tarmogoyf because there's no instants. I have Delirium, but as soon as Unholy Heat goes to the graveyard, this becomes a 6/7. Yeah, I'm going to 100% willing to do so. And I think I just go ahead and Thoughtseize, take the Unholy Heat, so that I can play the Lurrus and a card next turn out of the graveyard. All right, pass back. All right, so they drew Mishra's Bauble. You should wait on that Bauble until my upkeep to crack it. Smart. Hey, Chuck, thanks for the host. Play the rack. They'll take 1 damage. Actually, this is interesting. How much damage are they going to take from the rack, friends? 1 or 2? Go ahead and put your answer up in the chat. How much damage did they take from the rack? 1 or 2? It's 2. Active player, non-active player. Exactly. Unfortunately, yeah, opponent does not get the choice in this case. All right, so now they're going to use the Mishra's Bauble on their turn, so they draw on my turn, which means the rack is going to do no damage. Unless I find Tourach. The Terminate will be good for later. Let's draw a card and then replay Spellbomb. Oh no! They had the removal spell. Hey, thanks a lot for the luck, Dave. Catch you next time. See you when you get back. If I don't pay for the Spellbomb, I can call against command, get the Lurrus back, make them discard a card. All right. Lose the draw on the Spellbomb, but we get 2 damage on the rack. Take a card out of their hand, eliminate their graveyard, and we get to replay Lurrus next turn. Or maybe not. Combo Crunch Cereal, thanks for the follow, friend. Oh, that's a good one. Hey, thanks for coming by, Titan Rising. Catch you next time. Have a good one. Modern's going all right. Return to old form here with 8 rack. Having a lot of fun with it. Alright, so we're playing against Boomer Jund. Probably going to want Engineered Explosives. I don't know. Like, it kills their Tarmogoyfs, but we already have Terminate for that. What do we think, friends? Now they're running Renin 6, Liliana, Tarmogoyf, Inquisition Thoughtseize, Lightning Bolt, Unholy Heat, Mishra's Bauble, if I haven't said that already. So the CMC is kind of all over the place, but Engineered Explosives on 2 hits 2 of the really important targets, Renin 6 and Tarmogoyf. I have no idea what their sideboard is going to look like nowadays. Probably take out Tourach. Protection from white isn't going to do us any good in this matchup. Might want Needle for Renin 6 and Lily. That's a good idea. And we can get it with the Urza Saga. I like that one, Chuck. Thank you. So we got to take out one more card. I kind of like keeping a couple copies of Tourach. I don't want to cut them all out. So maybe we cut out one of the other artifacts here. We've got 50 seconds left. Either Spellbomb or Springleaf Drum. Specifically the Necrogen Spellbomb. I'm going to take out the Springleaf Drum. Alright, we're going with this. Deathrite Shaman. That was one hell of a magic card. I was actually playing 8-rack with Deathrite Shaman when it was banned. Ooh, Darcy. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see you here, although I guess I should have been. You go so far as to play Darcy, but you don't want to play Luris? Alright. I think we just play the rack and both of our Mishra's Baubles. Alright, so put a stop on their upkeep. Okay, I'm going to see what card they're drawing for Mishra's Bauble. They're drawing Swamp. Okay, let this resolve. And then we'll see what they draw for turn. They're drawing Assassin's Trophy. Might want to delay on the Urza Saga. Tarmogoyf. Uh-oh. We're not going to have very long here. Let's hope we draw some good stuff. Do we have any instants in the graveyard yet? We do not. So Lightning Bolt does not kill Tarmogoyf. Oh man, I'm going to grow this Tarmogoyf so much. Ah, I see, I see. Luris is in the main. Okay, well, that makes sense. Now they have a 5/6. Another rack. We are in trouble. On the upside, our clock is doing okay. We're only 2 minutes behind. But we're going to be dead in like 2 attacks. Got him. 1 damage. Let's go. How much damage can they deal in a turn? 5 is a pretty good start. Pretty strong. Huh. Ooh, good draw. If I play one of these things here, it just makes their engineered explosives so much better. Don't have the mana for Kroxa or the cards in the graveyard for that matter. I think we'll just pass, make it look like we're going to activate Urza Saga, and then terminate the Tarmogoyf. Oh yeah! Thank you! Thank you, yes! That is exactly the thing. Duh. And or Ola. I mean, it does turn off our engineered explosives, but that's not the problem right now. And if they want to spend an Assassin's Trophy on that, they're not using it on Urza Saga. Oh, they drew K Command. Good thing we didn't terminate the Tarmogoyf then. Oh, they're going to go get Luris? Brutal. Destroy target artifact and return Luris. Gotta kill the Tarmogoyf. That thing is just going to end me. And we can potentially draw a red spell for the Luris. I want to keep the baubles on the table for a minute, just to see how they deal with a construct. Should have got Nihil Spellbomb, obviously. Would have taken care of the Luris problem. Cast on 0. When they activate it, I'll obviously sacrifice my Mishra's Baubles. They have Verdant Catacombs on top. I have a Marsh Flats. That's unfortunate. So I can Thoughtseize and I die. If I fetch, I die. Basically, I'm just dead. Stork Patrol, thanks for the follow, friend. Exactly. Break the ice against Tron, mostly. Could be anything. Oh, wow, they have Luris on top? Pair of Dragon Rage Channelers and a Kroxa? The rack looks like an underworld cookbook. You don't say. Alright, I'm gonna set the stop on their draw step. I don't really like that. Maybe we just do it on their end step. Hey, doesn't play Darcy. Interesting. Yeah, they have a Bauble on top. Let's draw 2 cards. Get a Kroxa and a Rack. Yeah, we could have been forking. I definitely could have forked this turn as well. I messed up. Alright, so they discard Kroxa. I think Mishra's Bauble is the top card right now. I'm pretty sure we already know that. Mountain. Darcy. Blackcleave Cliffs. Mishra's Bauble. Oh no, Kolaghan's Command on top. That's a good one. Alright, Inquisition. Decent. And Terminate to kill the Darcy? Okay. We might actually want to keep the Terminate for the Luris. I don't know, it's difficult. Like, their hand is so good. Oh, wow. Veil of Summer. Yeah, that's a good one. Protects them from Kroxa. No, it says each opponent. Okay, so they can trip. They draw a card, but they still have to discard. Okay. Probably play Liliana here. Alright, so we don't know what their final card is. Don't have the cards in the graveyard to Kroxa yet. And if I Inquisition, then I don't have the mana. But I'm thinking we could just play out the hand so that the Liliana uptick doesn't do anything. Right, thank you. Well, that's the perfect thing to get rid of. We did know what that card was. Let's play all this out. And next turn we can Kroxa again. Great image. Thank you for that. Did they just draw another one? Thoughtseize glitch? They absolutely just drew another one. Might as well uptick Lily. Pithing Needle, huh? So we could Pithing Needle Lily and put Luris to hand. And then next turn Kroxa. We're going to be taking some damage from Darcy, but they're taking a similar amount of damage from... Oh, that's right. The rack is gone. They killed it with K command. And they are playing Urza Saga. That's actually the first one that we've seen. Kevin Asor, thank you for the follow, friend. Alright, so we put Kroxa back into play, and then we put Shadowspear on it and Profit. I guess they have nothing for us to take out of their hand, right? So maybe we just play Luris, play the rack. And then if they keep attacking, we get to... because they have to attack. We get to gain some life with Luris Crackback. Interesting game. Let's see what they are about to draw. They're going to draw Mishra's Bauble. Okay. Ragavan into the graveyard. Alright, so this is a lot closer to the, what do you call that? Saga Van than I thought it was in the first game. Okay. So we got Engineered Explosives. We can EE on 0, so this can't block. Why are we playing Snowlands with Break the Ice in the sideboard? It's become a habit at this point for me to play Snowlands, just because when I'm looking for lands, I type Snow Covered and I have all access to all my basics. Alright, so play Engineered Explosives on 0. Attack with Luris. And then play Kroxa from the graveyard, depending on how they respond with Urza Saga. That's true. I could have equipped as a different option. Put them to 7. This puts them to 4. And they should be dead next turn, I think. Oh, maybe not. They could get, like, Nihil Spellbomb with the Urza Saga. We could still be in it here. We could be in trouble. Yeah, they do get the Spellbomb. Are they going to immediately crack it? They do, which makes their construct a 1/1. They're targeting me. Yeah, you have to attack. So I get to equip the Luris, put them to 1, and then Inquisition them so the rack kills. Let's Inquisition first. Nice. GG. Put them to 1, rack kills. Good game. What a grind. Playing against Hammer Time. This could be a good hand, depending on how many hammers they have. Oh man, they got a hammer on top. Can't Thoughtseize the top of their deck. That sucks. And now we die. Actually, let's bring Tourach back in. Pro-white is relevant. Protection from white is actually super relevant. I think I keep this one. It's a one-lander. We need to be looking to draw lands off the top. But we got turn 1 Inquisition, we have removal, we have Alpine Moon. This hand has everything except for the lands. So let's just hope we find them. Oh wow, they're playing Ragavan? Cool. Double Urza Saga hand. Alpine Moon looks pretty good. Starting with Esper Sentinel. Seems legit. Land. Yes! I think we kill the Ragavan this turn when they try and dash it, and then next turn play Alpine Moon. Or we could just play Alpine Moon and maybe they don't have a land to dash with. I don't want to let them draw 2 cards, though. Kind of hoping for the dash here. Okay. Let's go get... Kind of want to go get another Blood Crypt. But that's pretty hard on our life total. Gonna go get Swamp. See if we draw another land here. Okay, not that lucky. Sinkhole for 1 mana, you say? Play a blocker for their Esper Sentinel. Oh, they're drawing a lot of lands, so they can put Luris to hand if they like. Oh, they have a Pure Steel Paladin. And they have enough artifacts? Damn it! Going to 3. And they get to draw a card. Sigarda's Aid. Nothing we can really do about that, huh? Just hope they don't have another hammer in hand, I guess. GG! That was a quick one. That's what I get for complaining about long matches. Alright, keep this one. Kind of land heavy, but we got the Urza Saga. Ooh, an opponent's mulliganing heavy. Down to 4? Probably a Tron deck if they're mulliganing like that. No, they're, what's name? Oops All Spells or whatever. Alright, let's get the deets. I was supposed to play the Marsh Flats first. Small mistake. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite us later if we want a mountain. Okay. So they're going to be able to play the card next turn, and because we don't have black mana for Spellbomb and to play Kroxa this turn, we're not able to kill their hand. That sucks. I think we're actually dead because we don't have Pithing Needle in the main. I guess we could draw Kolaghan's command off the top. Damn you, Urza Saga. I don't mean it. Alright, now they just play Goblin Charbelcher. Oh, wow. They're not playing it. They're playing Charbelcher. Draw another Kroxa. Okay, we get to take it out of their hand. This is great. I think we go get another rack to increase the clock, and then we make them discard 2 cards. Oh. So they're oops all spells with Charbelcher in the main. So we could still just be dead pretty quick. But we're going to deal 6 here, then Kroxa comes in, so this is still a close game. Pass back. Torcum44, thanks for the follow, friend. Alright, so they need to combo out this turn. Alright, I think we have it now. So we can play Tourach, or we can play Kroxa. Kroxa's the better one, I think. S. Jones, hey there, how you doing? Get rid of this. 2, 3, 4. Get the other Kroxa. Leave the Spellbomb. What do you have in hand? It's not a land, so... yeah. So you're not going to take the 3. But you're going to take 6 on your upkeep. And then you have to draw perfect. Alright. They did not draw perfect. So yeah, this is oops all spells. I'm pretty sure Phantasmagorian means oops all spells. So let's see here. Bring in Torpor Orb, so then the ability of Sword of the Meek doesn't go off. Bring in Pithing Needle. What program are you using to play? This is Magic the Gathering Online, the official program to be playing Magic the Gathering on the internet. Can bring in Shattering Spree. I'm thinking to like kill the mana rocks. I don't think Lightning Bolt or Terminate are going to be very effective. Just thinking about engineered explosives. I don't think that's going to be very effective either. I think we're going to go with this configuration. Opponent got pretty unlucky there. Only 1 Spellbomb. I mean, technically there's 2, I guess. There's Necrogen Spellbomb and Nihil Spellbomb. But yeah, only 1 Nihil Spellbomb. Oh, there's also Pyrite. Leyline of Sanctity. Yeah, that's pretty good against us. What do you recommend for getting started on MTGO? First thing, you're going to want to check out a starter's guide. There's a lot of stuff going on in this program, so you're going to want to get a little bit of help. Card Hoarder has a pretty good starter guide if you go to their website. And then from there, once you have acquired some cards and you're ready to play, you're going to want to start with a lot of practice in order to get used to the interface, because there's a chess clock, which is another way to win or lose the game. So you're going to want to make sure that you don't lose the game to the chess clock. You're going to want to get your shortcuts down, which are down here. So you're going to want to know what these are and be using them all the time. Target opponent. The Dogfish MTG. Thank you for the follow, friend. So we should be dead here. Leyline of Sanctity is pretty good against our Spellbomb. Really need Torpor Orb. Alright, so Salvage Titan is the card we want to name with Pithing Needle if we're not naming Charbelcher. The Charbelchers are still in. Gonna zoom this out so we can get a good look at how they sideboarded. They brought in Natural State and Leyline of Sanctity. They've got a full 4 Leyline of Sanctity. Alright. Don't think we actually change anything, though. All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming by. I mean, technically, it's still fairly early over here. It's almost 9 a.m., but I wake up at 10 p.m. to work, so it's all relative, I guess. Hey, Young Dingo! The MTGO Speedrunner! Thank you so much for the support. This hand is okay, especially if they don't have Leyline. If they do have Leyline, it's terrible. But our deck is terrible if they have Leyline, so... Ooh, no Leyline. We're in business, friends. Business. Let's see how good it is. Let's start with Mishra's Bauble. Alright, so this is a land. You got the sub 45? New PB? Oh, big congratulations. What deck were you playing? Alright, so I can take the Undercity Informer with the Inquisition, then I can take the Balustrade Spy with a Thoughtseize. And Shattering Spree, if I draw a red land, can take care of the Mana Rock. You were playing Oops All Spells? Nice. I know you've done, you put a lot of practice in with that one, so that makes a lot of sense. Alright, so we're going to want to Thoughtseize. Like that's 100%. The question is, do I want to play the Urza's Saga? I think I want to play the Urza's Saga early as possible so I can get either Pithing Needle or Spellbomb. Take the Spy. Play the Saga. And play the Rack. And Bauble. Okay, they have Agadeem's Awakening on top. Oh, you're gonna go for the speed run for a trophy? That'd be sweet. Oh, good draw. We can go get red mana with this, play the Spellbomb, hold up black mana. There's too many cards in the revealed zone here. It's going to take some work to sort that out. Alright, go get Blood Crypt. Yes. Kill this. Play Spellbomb. And I think we leave... Do we leave the rack in hand? It doesn't really matter to draw a card, right? If this goes off, it's basically winning the game. So we'll just play the rack and pass. Okay. So now we make a Construct and go get Pithing Needle. And name Charbelcher. All right, this is a pretty good setup. Another Inquisition. If we Inquisition, we don't get to put Luris to hand. We know they have a Creeping Chill, which does not get hit. Do I know anything else in their hand? I don't think so. So they have a Creeping Chill and 2 unknowns. If we miss with Inquisition, that's pretty bad. They probably just have more of these lands in hand, right? I think I'm going to put Luris to hand. Nice. Inquisition. Wow, take your Informer, so sweet. Get a Swamp. Play Luris. Put Mishra's Bauble onto the battlefield to get an extra damage with Construct. And they concede. I think I keep this. Seems good. Ooh, starting with a Ragavan? We don't have anything for that. Oh, that Ragavan is going to do so much work. Let's see what's on top of our library. I'm going to do the Fork technique. I kind of want another land. Let's play Urborg. Thoughtseize you. Okay, so we're playing against Shadow. Those iterations are so bad for us. Probably supposed to take Drown in the Lock. But then they're just going to, like, iteration. Maybe we're supposed to take an iteration so they only have one. Because that card is just so good. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll whiff on lands for a minute. Might actually just want to throw down Tourach here so that I have a blocker. Alright, so they cast the Thoughtseize. They take the Tourach. Bye-bye blocks. And play the Spellbomb, sacrificing the treasure. Okay. Alright, we get Blackcleave Cliffs, which doesn't really do us any good. I think we probably play Bloodstained Mire, go get Mountain, play Kroxa, and then get hit by Ragavan again. This would be a good opportunity for them to get rid of my graveyard with my own Spellbomb. Got a lot of juicy targets in there. One really juicy target, anyway. My Lightning Bolt? I needed that to kill Ragavan! Of course, if they do use the Spellbomb, their Drown in the Loch gets a lot worse. Inquisition, take away Kolaghan's command, leave me with Springleaf Drum and a pair of lands. Get the Inquisition out of your hand there. Another Kroxa. Hate this. Yeah, they could think that we're, Rakdos Rock. They found a land. Another bolt. Ah, come on! Taking away all my bolts so I can't bolt the monkey. I see what you did there. This is abysmal. Okay. So we have to take the Unholy Heat so they don't kill the Lurrus. And then do we have to block the Ragavan? Kind of feel like we have to block the Ragavan. Which is going to put Creature in the graveyard, so Dragon Rage Channeler gets beefed up. Yeah, we probably just take the hit, double play Kroxa. This is a really weird game. Good point, stream team. We did do that in a previous game. Found another land. Mishra's Bauble. Another card on top. And they crack the Bauble. Darcy has Delirium. Tarmogoofy. Nice handle. And good morning to you. Nice one. Play a Death Shadow while at 14 life? I appreciate you. Now, the problem with playing the Springleaf Drum is they could counter it. But that also, like, gets both of their treasures. It's probably fine if they counter Springleaf Drum, right? Now we make a mana with it. Alright, so I go up to 7, and then they attack me for 5. Alright, so they fetch on their upkeep, take a land out of the deck, go to 8. So they get a good draw. Kind of hoping they get garbage, and then just pull a land off the top of my deck. Yes! Okay. Bolt, okay. Cast Kroxa. They discard a Ragavan. Oh, I was supposed to tap that for mana. Damn, that was a misplay. Yeah, I needed to tap for red there. That was my mistake. Now we're dead to Lightning Bolt. I think I Unholy Heat the Ragavan here. I don't want them to be pulling cards off the top of my deck with the Ragavan. So yeah, it was the scry value versus the draw value. Still doing okay if they don't have Lightning Bolt. I think we have it. I don't know though, like they still have plays, right? Like we killed Aluris with the bolt. No, because the Kroxa from the graveyard doesn't kill. Alright, we still have a game. All those treasures playing the Aluris right off the get-go was pretty good. And then missing the lightning bolt from the Springleaf Drum Kroxa was pretty bad. But we still have a game. Oh, that's a bad draw. Discard Thoughtseize. I think we keep the Marsh Flats in hand. Alright, don't lightning bolt me. Oh yeah, play the land. Then we could have maybe had double Kroxa or something. Hey, is that a good draw, friends? Is that a good one? Yep, Kroxa first. Make them discard. They had a land in hand. Kroxa wins. Oh, I cannot believe we won that game. Wow, ridiculous. Oh yeah, the shadow punt was everything. Exactly. Rakdos rack. Spiderspace did the work to design the list. I just switched Wrench Mind into Tourach. They didn't see Urza's Saga, so they won't know to bring in Alpine Moon. Oh, this is pretty decent. Over 70 viewers, no raids. Thanks everybody for joining me today. If you've been enjoying the content so far, I do have a YouTube channel as well. I put most of my leagues up there afterwards. So if you've enjoyed the content and you'd like to see more of it, there's plenty of content on my YouTube. I also play Pauper, which is the greatest format in Magic because the price point is so low. When I started playing Magic, I just didn't have the money to be able to play Standard or Modern or Legacy, so Pauper is what got me back into the game. I would keep this. We got Urza Saga, we got Bolt for their Ragavan. Not a great hand, it's very land heavy. That is brutal. With a hand like this, getting hit by Thoughtseize immediately, we gotta hope we just got spell, spell, spell on top. Yeah, bye-bye Tourach. Oh, I mean, you're an honorary spell. Alright. Guess we play Marsh Flats. Pass the turn. Although that's worse against, what's the name? Blood Crypt. Oh man, we only got 2 fetchables left in the deck? Okay. They're going to drown in the lock the Thoughtseize. So if we play the Urza Saga this turn, that means they can play Ragavan and dash it. I might just want to play Blood Crypt so we can hold up the Lightning Bolt. All right, this card is unknown. To the opponent, of course. This is turn 3. Actually, I'm going to hit 5, which will turn off all the stops. And then I'm going to hit 0. So I'll stop on the end step. And if they like play a land and play a creature, I can bolt it on the end step. Targeting me with Mishra's Bauble, so they know what I'm about to draw. Alright, so this card is known. The Rack. Alright, well, might as well play Saga and the Rack. I guess we could put Lurrus to hand here. I like putting Lurrus to hand here. The Rack is nowhere near doing anything, although this does take down Lightning Bolt, so they could dash Ragavan now. Okay, moving past combat. They just got just a ton of cards in hand. Okay, I think we probably Inquisition then make a Construct. I mean, they're at 7 cards in hand. Oh, that's true. It does give more power. Oh, wow. Look at all this crap. They just got so much stuff. Don't really care about the Spell Pierce. Kolaghan's Command is a pain. Drown in the Lock is a pain. Tourach, Unholy Heat, sort of. I probably got to take the Kolaghan's command or the Drown on the Lock. You're thinking the heats? Like, the Urza Saga is going to take care of the heats. And I only get one, then they get to, like, Drown in the Lock. One of my tokens, Unholy Heat the other one. Yeah, I gotta take Kolaghan's command. It's too good versus us. And we'll make them use the heats on the Constructs, and then we'll play Lurrus and we'll get more Constructs. What do we get with Saga is a very good question. Probably the rack. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and that would have... I mean, we would have missed an activation on the Urza Saga, wouldn't we? We would have missed one Construct out of it if we had done it that way. Hey, Kroxa. Thinking Nihil Spellbomb. Get rid of an Unholy Heat. We could also get Springleaf Drum. I like Springleaf Drum. But Nihil Spellbomb is also just really good. Alright, so if I get Springleaf Drum, then I can play the Kroxa and the Rack. Yeah, we can Spellbomb target ourselves so that Drown in the Lock doesn't hit a good card. But if they use a counter spell to counter Kroxa, it's not a big deal. Why does Magic have to be so hard? I didn't want Necrogen Spellbomb. They have too many cards in hand. Yeah. Yeah. That's the line that I came to as well, stream team. Appreciate you. Alright, there goes Spell Pierce. Yeah, opponent's going to get Tourach down in a moment. Could happen next turn. Combo Crunch, what was the matchup? I think we can wait with the Spellbomb until, like, the last moment, though, right? And that does get rid of the gas for Kroxa, but more importantly, it makes their Drown in the Lock really bad. Oh man, here comes Tourach. So I guess we're going to have to bolt this with the kicker trigger on the stack. And then they get to play another one. Oh, they're not going to play it. Oh, that's good for us. All right, in that case, I think we Spellbomb ourselves. Springleaf Drum. That's free. All right, so play Springleaf Drum. 1, 2. Play Kroxa. And then activate Urza Saga with Kroxa mana. I see what you're saying there, Stream Team. Oh, was that? No, I need to keep that untapped. It's fine. Discard Drown in the Loch would be my guess. Nope, they discard Tourach. They have Drown in the Loch in hand. So it made their Drown really bad. They can't drown Luris, they can't drown Kroxa, that was the reason. You don't think we want to attack? Because of Shadow. Interesting. We know for certain they don't have Shadow in hand, and I think we want to try and kill them as quickly as possible. But that is a very important thing to think about. Okay, so we got him to use the Drown in the Loch. That's good. Morgancorn. Hey, what's going on? Wow, is that a Cooper sub baby? Yes, it is. 9 months. Thank you so much for the continued support, Morgancorn, and enjoy the emotes. Tarma Goofy, thank you for the follow. All right, we're tapped out. We have nothing to do, so I'm going to F6 here, save a little bit of clock. And here comes Tourach. We get to keep the Lightning Bolt, so we get to kill the Tourach. Shit. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's a big oops. Big oops. Let's bring in the rack, I guess. Ooh, get Kroxa back would have been great. Yeah, good one, Heat Blood. I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking they had 0 cards in hand. So we just rack and do 3 damage a turn. But yeah, the punt with the Urza Saga there is brutal. Then again, you know, they punted with their Shadow, so I guess one punt deserves another. Yeah, we have nothing else to do, so pass turn. Missing 1 card for Kroxa. I don't have a ferret any longer. I used to have a business of ferrets. An adorable troop. Alright. So they're going to play the Lurrus. And then probably a Bauble. So if we want to get back into this game, we need to draw gas right now. And they know what we're drawing. So they know before we do. Urza Saga. That's not what I needed. Now they can start playing cool stuff out of their graveyard. Damn it. And gaining life with Lurrus. Yeah, Kroxa needs 5 other cards, so we're missing by 1. If we had got the Mishra's Bauble instead of the rack, we would have had it. And all these Mishra's Baubles from the opponent is taking away the effectiveness of this rack. So, yeah, getting the rack there was pretty bad. Now they have a Shadow. Lightning Bolt. Alright, so we can bolt the Lurrus. Okay. And bring Kroxa back. I mean, we got, yeah, because of the Lightning Bolt, we can bring Kroxa back. Oh, but we don't get to Urza Saga anymore. Do we want a Chumper? We're at 14. If we Kroxa, they go to 1 card, go to 5. I think it's close. Depends on what they have in hand too, right? Discard Thoughtseize. They take 2 from the rack. We can go get another rack with Urza Saga next turn. Attack with Kroxa. Yeah, no blocks. Another shadow. Scary. I think we win. Urza Saga gets the rack. They take 6 on their upkeep. GG's. Oh man, that's awesome! 4-1 with the rack! Managed to beat Grix's Death Shadow in a grindy match. That was tough. Thank you, friends, for all your help. Really appreciate that. Showing me different lines to be able to play. While I might not, choose your line, I do really appreciate you chiming in to give me different perspectives on what we could be doing. Alright, so this is the deck that we were playing today, and I'm pleasantly surprised by how well we were able to do with it. I mean, the deck has a lot of powerful cards, Kroxa, Tourach, Kolaghan's Command, Urza's Saga. The Saga definitely carried us for a few games there. And then the removal options are really, really solid. Terminate, Unholy Heat, Lightning Bolt. So yeah, like the synergy is really good. The individual card strength of some of these cards is quite high. And I really like the style of play, right? Like, the rack for me has this certain nostalgia to it. So being able to play it again and do well with it was definitely a lot of fun. If you're looking for a deck to have a bit of fun with, I would recommend this one.